When the body reacts before the mind. Have you ever noticed this? Sometimes your body reacts before you have time to think. Your chest tightens, your stomach drops, your breath becomes shallow. Nothing happened yet, but your body already knows. Today, I want to talk about why that happens and why water inside your body plays a much bigger role than we were ever thought. The body is not just chemistry. Hi, I'm Carla. For a long time, we were told to see human body like a machine. Signal going, chemicals react, and outputs come out. But that picture is incomplete because the body doesn't only communicate through chemistry. It also communicates through fields, rhythms, and structures. And water sits right in the middle of all of that. Why the body is not just a chemical machine? Think about this for a moment. Your cells are not floating in empty space. They are suspended in water. Your organs are not dry structure. They are soaked in water. Your brain is almost 75% water. Your blood, your fascia, your connective tissue, all water-rich environments. So, if information is moving inside the body, it has to move through water. That alone should already make us curious. Inside the body, information never jumps directly from one structure to another. There is always an interface between cells, between tissues, between electrical signals and chemistry. Water forms that interface. It is where different systems meet and translate into one another. What actually happens between cells? When one cell sends messages to another, it doesn't shout across the empty space. It changes its electrical state. Protons shift their shape. Tiny electromagnetic signals appear. And all of this happens inside a watery environment. Water is not just in a way. Water is a medium. Like air carries sounds, like fibers carries internet signals. Without the right medium, communication breaks down. Signals inside the body are not uniform. Some are electrical, some are chemical, some are electromagnetic. Before they reach the target, they pass through water. What conditions the signal is timing, its intensity, and its stability. This conditioning determines whether information arrives intact or distorted. What the scientists discovered about structured water. This is where Professor Gerald Pollack's work becomes important, who's a biophysicist at the University of Washington. Asked a very basic question. What actually happened to water next to living tissue? In his lab, he studied water next to biological surfaces, like cells, membranes, proteins, and tissues. What he found was surprising. Water near these surfaces doesn't behave like normal liquid water. It reorganized itself into a structured, ordered state. He called it exclusion zone water, or acid water. This structured water holds electrical charge, responds to the light, stores the energy, and behaves more like a liquid crystal than a random fluid. In other words, living cells doesn't sit in chaotic water. They sit in organized water. Structured water is not just ordered. It separates the charge. This creates a built-in electrical potential along biological surfaces. That potential allows the energy and the information to be temporarily stored, released, and reused. This is closer to a biological battery than a passive liquid. Why stress physically changes the body's water? Now here's the part most people never hear. This structured water is sensitive. When the nervous system is calm, rhythms are stable, Breath is slow. Electrical signals are coherent. Structured water is easier to maintain. But under stress, breathing becomes shallow. Electric signals turn noisy. Hormones flood the system. And the structure of water begins to collapse back into a more disordered state. This is why anxiety doesn't stay in the mind. It changes the physical medium inside the body. Under stress, the problem is not the emotion, it's noise. Electrical fluctuations increase. Timing becomes unstable. The signal-to-noise ratio drops. When that happens, information transmission becomes inefficient, even if the chemical signals are still present. How information really moves inside the body? Modern biophysics shows that the information in the body moves in more than one way. Yes, they are chemical messengers, but there are also electrical patterns, electromagnetic coupling, light emission at the cellular level, and the structured water networks that link everything together. DNA itself interacts with light. Cells exchange information faster than chemistry alone can explain. Water makes that possible. It connects the structure with the signal, energy with organization, information with form. A new picture of a living body. So instead of seeing the body as a chemical machine, we will start seeing it as a coherent system. A system where water stores information, structure carries meaning, and coherence allows intelligence to emerge. This doesn't make body mystical. It makes it more real, more precise, responsive, and more intelligent than we were told. Water as a science architecture of life. Water is not passive. It listens, organizes, remembers patterns. And because your body is mostly water, it is constantly responding to your internal state. This is why awareness matters, breath matters, and also rhythm matters. Because when coherence returns, water reorganizes. And when water reorganizes, perception changes. In the next videos, we will go one step deeper. Not just how water works inside the body, but how it may connect the individual biology to collective views and the larger systems. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in next episode.